Hey guys, it's Bridget with San Diego Seed Company, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things on the farm, mulch. I'm going to talk in depth about why we use it, how we use it, answer some common questions that we get, and help you create really amazing soil in your garden or on your farm. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like button if you love our content, and subscribe to our channel so you're notified anytime we put a video out. Now let's get into it. Okay, so big old mulch pile here. It's kind of a joke on our farm that this mulch pile never ends. As soon as we get rid of it, we have an arborist come in and he drops another truckload in. Why? Because mulch is the key to success on our farm. So we live in San Diego, and when we moved in, the soil was terrible. This is what it looked like when we moved in. We have tons of videos that show what the soil looked like in the beginning, and our soil now is luscious. It is so beautiful, and we can attribute that success to the use of mulch. So mulch does lots of different things on the farm. It helps us keep our weed pressure down, which is huge. So we're not hand pulling as many weeds. It also helps retain moisture, which is incredibly important. We live in an area of the United States that gets very little rainfall. So whenever it rains, I need that water to stay in the soil and be captured. It also creates an environment where bacteria and microbes and mushrooms can all form. You can see here, see all that white fluffy stuff? That's mold. That is mushrooms that are starting to take over this mulch, and we want that. We want to inoculate our soil, or any soil, with all the beneficial fungi that is important for healthy soil. And you can see that this is happening naturally in this pile of mulch. So a lot of times this is actually called leaf mold, and you know, gardeners put it in their garden all the time, and basically it's just molded leaves. This whole pile is collectively called mulch. And now let's talk a little bit about what mulch is. Mulch can be any product, any naturally derived wood product that you get and you put in your garden. That means it can be bag stuff that you buy from the store, or raw stuff like this that we get from an arborist. So an arborist goes, he cuts down a tree, he chips it all up, and then he drops it off here for us. And that includes the leaves, as you can see here. There's wood chunks. This is pine, which is one of my favorites, so there's tons of pine needles in there. Here in San Diego, our soil is very alkaline, so using pine mulch is not a problem at all, because we want to invite a little bit of that acidity. If you're in a different part of the United States, that might be a little different, but here in the Southwest, soil typically tends to be pretty alkaline, so it's A-okay. One of the benefits of using pine mulch is I love that the needles take forever to break down, which is what I want. I want that to really stay in my rows and in my garden and look really good. So that's what mulch is. Now let's talk about how you use it. So on our farm, when we first moved in, everything got mulched because we had to find a way to prevent soil erosion, to help moisture get into the soil, and just to keep the weeds at bay because the property had been empty for several years. And so in the beginning, it went everywhere. Now we focus mulch mostly on our walkways, and let's come look and see what that looks like. Okay, so here we are in the garden, and I'm gonna show you how we use our mulch now, a few years later. So you can see we have little walkways, and we have our drip line, and we mostly put mulch in these walkways. That's because this soil, as you can tell, dig down in here, is really mature, it's really developed, it's really good looking soil. So I don't have to worry as much about putting mulch right up next to the plants. If I do, not a big deal, but I'm mostly focusing on the walkways. That's so that the garden looks nicer, looks neater, and also keeps the weeds at bay. You can see here, got tons of weeds still, but not nearly as many. So that's how we use it on the farm today, and I want to show you. Let's see if I dig down in here. So you can see here that the mulch that's in the soil is being colonized by mycelium. All this white, delicate looking material, that's basically a mushroom that's colonizing in the soil. So mulch will also break down over time and become organic matter. Now, mulch is mostly carbon. It's not a lot of nitrogen. But if you're putting other compost in your soil, it will balance out, and it will over time break down and become a really important part of your soil structure. You can see that here, it's happening. So ways you can use mulch in your garden or your farm. Obviously, everybody grows differently. You could be growing in pots, you could be growing in rows, you could be growing in raised beds. But when you use mulch, if you're direct seeding, obviously you don't want to put a seed in the ground and then cover it with mulch. It'll never pop up, right? If you're direct seeding, you'll want to have a nice, soft, well-prepared seed bed. Once your seeds pop up or you've transplanted your transplants, you can take the mulch and you can put it around your plants. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't recommend putting mulch right next to your plant or really squishing your plant, because you want the soil underneath to be moist, but you don't want to invite moisture to sit on your plant all the time. That can be recipe for fungal diseases, foliar diseases, things like that. The other downside of using mulch, and this is one of the reasons, why farmers don't use it as much, is it does invite an environment in which you'll have lots of different insects. You'll have pill bugs or roly-polies, as we call them, which actually their scientific name is Armadillidae. There's also pincher bugs, all kinds of insects. And so if you have the mulch squished right up next to it, and then underneath there is a bunch of pill bugs living, that could be a problem for your starts. So I recommend just making a nice little bay and keeping it further away. You'll notice on this side, there's this powdery material. That's actually diatomaceous earth. We use it on the farm when I transplant my babies so that I can keep the roly-polies off for just a long enough period of time that these can get big enough that they can fend off the roly-polies themselves. It's called diatomaceous earth. It's a naturally occurring product. If you use it, make sure you use food grade. Okay, so if you are adding tons of mulch to your walkways, you'll notice over time that your walkways will start to, actually become a little bit higher. When that happens, you're gonna wanna make sure that you add a little bit of soil and wherever your planting areas are so that they're more or less even. Over time, your mulch will break down and it will become soft. Another great reason to use mulch in the garden that I really love is it feels good to walk on. So to round off this conversation about mulch, I want to show you the before and after of what our soil looked like when we moved in, before any mulch was used, and what it looks like today. So let's go. Okay, so here we are in a part of the garden where we've actually left the native soil, this is what it looked like when we moved in. And this is what it has looked like after years of adding mulch and also compost, of course. You can see there's ants, which is a big issue here, but you can see the levels, the layers of soil. Look at that. So we have nice, dark, beautiful earth up top as this mulch and compost is broken down. And then you can see actually, as you go down, the soil just tends to get more and more clay or sandy, not great looking soil. So you can see that over the years, we've added so much that the garden space is actually higher than the walkway. And that's okay for this purposes, and it gives you an idea of how much you want to add. Don't skimp, especially if you're getting it in the truckloads. Who cares? The more mulch, the better. On our farm, it's one of the #1 things that's allowed us to grow in our very hot climate, year-round, paying city water bills, and doing that as sustainably as possible. So if you can get your hands on some mulch, I highly recommend it.